Sup? Get it? Because I'm wearing a hat. Welcome back to the series, guys. Wow. Illness was just right there. Anyway, first of all, welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here and I hope you're doing well. If you guys are new here, welcome. This is the channel where I talk about life lessons that I've learned just a couple months ago. So yeah, in this video, once again, gladly sponsored by Emergen-C. I wonder if that's like a legal thing. Like if I say I'm sponsored by something and then they're not actually sponsoring me, like, do I get in trouble? If they come after me, it's Emergen-C spelled differently. So yeah, anyways, so first of all, I kind of want to address a couple things. In this series, I am aware that I come off as very, very entitled, and I just wanted to apologize on behalf of that. If I was going to blame it on anything, I think it's the hat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think it's just like a mood. Like before I film these videos in this specific spot, because I feel like these come off as a little differently than my other videos. I feel like I just like try maybe a little more. I don't know. Anyway, don't want to get too much into that. But basically, in this video, I wanted to talk about one of my most surprising purchases of 2019. And before you guys are just like buying things, that's not the answer. I would like to explain myself a little bit. So, in 2019, I bought a cow and my life changed, became better. I feel better now on a daily basis. And before you guys start asking questions like, what are you doing with that cow? Or 2, why did you buy a cow? Or 3, that was not a smart investment. I just wanted to clarify. So, backtracking a little bit. So, before I moved, which if you guys didn't know, I moved a couple months ago, I was in a very, very different place. I feel like life just kind of like goes around on these cycles. So last year I was in a very, very similar cycle. I hadn't been working. I had one job that I only worked 14 hours a week for, and I didn't have much to do at home. Low-key didn't have much to live for, and was gaining weight like crazy and just didn't really have much purpose. So, excuse me, all that fun stuff aside, I got another job. Pretty much there soon after, lost a good amount of weight in just like a couple of months just because I was moving again, having purpose again. Yeah, so then that was what I was doing for the next year, was working. Honestly, still kind of feeling a little out of place. The weird thing is, I don't know. Yeah, the weird thing is like anytime, okay, that's another video. Anyway, I'll get into that later. But basically, I found myself on a similar cycle this year. So it came around that point in time where like I was quitting all my jobs. I was getting ready for a new avenue. So once again, I didn't have a lot of, work, didn't have much to do. And I was gaining weight like crazy because I was eating, and at my house there's always food, wherever you go. So-and-so, we're going out for food. There's pizza in the fridge. I don't know why I just did the middle finger. Just flipped off pizza. Anyways, there's like pizza in the fridge. We've got dessert over there. Mom brought this. Like, there's just food everywhere. Like, there's always options. So naturally, I feel like if you don't have much else to do with your life, like, just snacks, man. So I found myself in a similar place, around the same weight that I was last year before I started caring about myself and my life. And then I moved. And moving, first of all, like, it wasn't initially the answer, I don't think, but it was the start of getting to a better place in my life. And the first couple months of me being moved, the first couple months of having been moved, I don't know how to say that. I feel like I went through that similar cycle, and I don't know, for anyone who has dealt with depression, it's a great time. It's really super fun. And I was doing my own little, anyway, I was doing my own little research on the issue, because I think like if you're dealing with something, like, let's work towards a solution. Sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do. But I think, if, in all honesty, I was just looking for like other people that were going through the same thing, and it felt good to hear other people talk about it, because I feel like it's such like a, depression is such a thing that just like it happens in your mind, and you're like, does anyone else know how I'm feeling? Does anyone else see this or feel this, So hearing other people talk about it, it's like, it just helps so much. Anyway, and kind of like figuring out what they did, and just kind of ultimately knowing you're not alone. And one of the things they talked about in the video is like, in the video, the one video that I watched, no, just kidding, I watched a couple, but in this one particular video, they said that depression is the most widely known illness. It's like, it's the most inclusive group, and it makes you feel like you're the only one, or it makes you feel like you're alone. And even though I totally butchered that sentence statement, I 100% agreed with it. It's like so many people are going through depression or have dealt with it, and when you're going through it, you just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one that's felt this way, or you don't know who else, so I don't know, like it's just a difficult time. So it was nice to watch those videos and to kind of know that I wasn't alone, and to see that there were actual solutions out there, because when you are really sad, it just feels like there is literally no answer. So that's really frustrating. But so on to buying a cow, which, by the way, I don't think this is the only thing that helped it, because there was one weekend where I felt so just like, felt like nothing, like I was really sad and was really bummed out. And it wasn't that like I was angry, it was like I just had like accepted like sadness, and it was like, well, like it was just like one of the worst weekends, and I thought like, dang, like this is it, like this is it, this is the end. And then it was weirdly followed by one of the most gracious weeks I've ever had. Like, knowing me and how I'm always super hard on myself, and how I always like judge myself so harshly, and like that's one of my tendencies. So it's so weird like living with that not being the number one, player in my life. It was the weirdest thing ever, because like the week after that, I just felt like the most at peace I had felt in forever. Like I wasn't judging my decisions. I was looking out for myself. Like, and it wasn't me. So like, as much as I want to put it on this cow, I don't think it's the cow necessarily. I mean, the cow, yes, absolutely, because this is a huge part of it. But it was just like, I think that was a gift from God. It was like a grace week, just to like, to keep me, here, and to not, because it was really tough. It was really, really rough, and I wasn't expecting it. It was definitely a gift, and I don't know. I don't even know. Like, it was so nice to have. And like, I'm not saying like if you don't receive one of those, because like I wasn't expecting it, so it was really nice. Anyway, so I had a gracious week like that, which was just amazing. And I don't know. There was that, which was super, super nice. Anyway, don't want to get too emotional talking about it. Anyway, so after that, I bought a cow. This was part of another video that I watched, and it basically, long story short, they talked about this one man who had lost his leg in an accident, and he wasn't able to do his job. So every day he would try, like after healing, he would try as much as you can heal from that. He would go out and he would try and do his job that he used to before, but it really, really hurt. It gave him sores in his leg. So he was really, really sad. He was really, really depressed. And then the villagers got together, because this was in a village. He was working out in like a water field or something, and like it really hurt his leg. So once again, sorry, butchering the story. But yeah, so he was really sad. He like didn't have like a sense of purpose, and then all the villagers got together and they bought him a cow, and he was able to start up a different way of life. He was able to have meaning and purpose again, and he was able to function and be a part of society again. And like that was the hack. Like they were like, that nice fridge, always on point. Anyway, so like that was what they gave him. They gave him a cow, and that was like his medicine, because there was this guy, and he was going to different villages and trying to figure out how to treat depression, and he had offered medication to this guy. The villagers got together and said, hey, like we gave him medication. They're like, you're talking about the cow, right? So first of all, just a total shift in how Western medicine deals with things versus around the world. So I don't know, I thought that was a pretty, oh gosh, I told it so bad, but I hope you guys got the main idea from it. Basically, they gave him a sense of purpose again, and that's what I feel like I have had recently with my new job. And I'm not like saying that it's just my job, but I think it's crazy being in an environment that I care about, and that with people that I care about and want the best for, and like with customers that I really enjoy working with. And because I think customers are a huge part of a job too. So I don't know, like, yeah, just feeling a sense of purpose again and enjoying what I do. Like, naturally, I like to talk, clearly. But getting to go every day and connect with people, like, that is literally one of my favorite things. And yeah, I just feel really, really lucky, really, really blessed, and ultimately got a new sense of purpose. Gotta get rid of that annoying text, sorry. It was like one of those automated things. Anywhoosies. So I bought a cow, and without the little grace week, I don't know where I would be, but I'm really thankful for it, and ultimately, like, just glad to have a sense of purpose again. So, yeah. It's hard not to talk about like depression without making it depressing video. I want to keep it like light and upbeat, and ultimately like I'm in like a much more better, wholesome place. Once again, comes from a place of privilege, but I really am blessed with like the best family. I think for me, like, I mean, I think obviously like family is different for everyone, but I think for the type of person that I am, like, and the type of family that I have, it's just like a really good mix. Like getting to see them all the time, like, oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm really thankful for my life. I think I'm in a better place now. And I'm thankful. So, that's the end of this year. That's the end of this year, pretty much. That's the end of this video. I bought a cow and it changed my life. And yeah, I'm in a better place. So, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try and tone down the entitlement because I feel like I just like hardcore comes across as that. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.